Welcome to another episode of Sanford Says. My name is Lisa Holder, Chief Communications and Cultural Affairs Administrator for the City of Sanford. And today we have a great topic. We're talking about the 2023 St. Johns River cleanup. And my guest today is Oliver Bond. He is with Seminole County and he is the Solid Waste Division Manager. Hi, Oliver.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you for having me.
How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Well, I'm staring at this flyer, and it's just the graphics alone are very inviting. It's got the beautiful sunrise, and the otter, and the heron, and the alligator, and that's probably one of the reasons why we're doing a cleanup. It's the environment, and these creatures, they need a place that's free of litter from humans, right? I mean, so
Exactly.
I think there's a reason for having these animals on this beautifully created flyer. So can you just share with us what's going on? I know we're in April, and this is a big month, like Earth Day month, and a lot of wonderful environmental days and events are going on. But specifically here in Seminole County and Sanford, we have this Earth Day put together by the county. The St. Johns River Keeper and the City of Sanford is helping because of our beautiful RiverWalk, right?
Yes, we have some great partners. So this Saturday, which perfectly fitting is Earth Day, is going to be a first return to the St. Johns River cleanup for Seminole County. The county had taken in prior years a while back, and for whatever reason that had dropped off at the time. I've been personally working with Volusia County to do the cleanup for the last few years, and now I'm in the opportunity. Solid Waste was looking for outreach at Seminole County, and this was the first thing that came to my mind. I understand, the river here in Seminole County, and particularly here in the city of Sanford, is the heart of this county.
Right.
It's the reason this city exists is the river.
Essentially, yes.
So we saw this as a great opportunity to get involved with the community, do some outreach, and make our river a little cleaner and help protect the animals, improve the environment, and everything else. So.
Yeah, that sounds like a win-win for everybody. And so it's by no accident, really. You shared with us you're a Sanford resident, so you were walking on the RiverWalk last night. For those who don't know, there's a RiverWalk along beautiful Lake Monroe here, the St. Johns River. It goes from 5 miles from Melonville Avenue all the way down to the Central Florida Zoo. And so you were thinking that you kind of brought the idea, correct, of cleaning up Lake Monroe or St. Johns River here in Sanford, because you're one of our residents too.
Yes, so having partaken in other counties, and Volusia County actually even had a pickup site in Seminole County at C.S. Lee Park, and it just seemed like it's time we need to fix this.
Right.
Seminole County needs to step up and get involved in this. And Seminole County already has a fantastic volunteer program, the THRIV program. And this was one of the things they'd done in the past, but it grew a little too big and became too much work for them.
Right.
But as Solid Waste wanted to do its own initiative, this became a fantastic opportunity for us to step up and fill that void.
All right. So there's several opportunities. I know registration is closed for one location, but it is Earth Day, Saturday, April 22nd from 9 a.m. to 11, and there's 3 locations where people can participate, but I believe the Sanford RiverWalk is already filled up.
Yes, we open up spots for pedestrians to walk and pick up trash. We also open up spots for people with canoes to come out. There's a lot of opportunity for them to get in spots that other people can't reach. I think we do have some availability. We ask for people with boats who may be eager to come out and use their boat to get access to some of the more hard to reach areas to pick up. So I think there's a few options there for the boats in the city of Sanford, and you can go to Eventbrite, St. Johns River Cleanup, or if you go out to the Seminole County website, it will direct you to that link too.
Okay.
And then we have a couple other sites more in our rural areas. We have Mullet Lake Park over in Geneva. And then we also have C.S. Lee Park, which is on 46 on the way out to Mims. Many people will know it as you go over the bridge. So we also have those 2 sites. I think there may be a couple of spots available for canoes and other things. It's worth having a look just to see if anything's opened up. But I do really want to stress, if you were eager to come help clean up the river and there aren't any spots available, please, this Saturday, it's Earth Day, get out there, anywhere in the county, anywhere near you, your community, the river, get out there and just do some trash pickup, just put it out with your garbage. It
Yeah.
all makes a difference.
It sure does. And so, like you said, you can do it by foot, boat, or kayak, or canoe. The same thing, right? Kayak and
Kayak and canoe, yeah. Yeah, we don't differentiate.
okay.
But yeah.
Okay. And so that sounds interesting. So people, can you tell us a little bit more, like for Sanford, where for those who've signed up, I guess the information is available, but where's everybody meeting up at, and how's the day, how is the morning going to unfold, really?
Yeah, the other two parks, Mullet Lake and CS Lee, it'll be pretty easy. You pull in the parking lot, you'll see a canopy tent set up with our volunteers. They'll be pretty easy to find. Here in the city of Sanford, the RiverWalk's miles long, so we'll be initially meeting over by the Civic Center, which is just off Sanford Avenue and First Street. There should be some canopies out. You'll be able to see them. The event starts at 9 o'clock and goes on to 11. We'll give you some advice there. We'll redirect people who are eager to some of the more litter-heavy spots over by the Florida Zoo, things like that, and we'll have some people out there to assist too.
Okay.
And then we'll be providing dumpsters at the site for the collected garbage, and we'll also have a couple of trucks running around to help people bring that garbage back to a dumpster.
Okay, so if it's some recyclables that's in the water or something like that, that's litter, is that responsibility of the people collecting to divide it up, or will that happen after?
Unfortunately, last year we actually brought out a county recycling trailer for collection. In talking with the recycling facility that material goes to, unfortunately, any time a material is waterlogged or got dirt, it's really not recyclable, so it doesn't go through the process.
Okay.
So yeah, unfortunately, we'd love to be able to pull that out and recycle it, but yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't really qualify for the recycling.
Okay, and I just wanted to clarify that because I know we have a lot of friends out there that are listening that would probably want to know about that. You know.
And unfortunately, a huge amount of the trash we'll see out there this weekend will be water bottles, beer bottles, materials that would be traditionally recyclable, but unfortunately, once they're filled with that debris and material, it can damage and clog up the machine, so it gets diverted out of the system.
Yeah. So this is has this been done lately, or what spurred this on, Oliver?
So as I said, we were looking for an opportunity. The St. Johns River cleanup is something in the past statewide with this huge event with festivals, and almost every county was involved.
Along the river, right?
Yeah, along the St. Johns River. It's 310 miles long, but for whatever reason, the pandemic, the recession in '08, all those things, a lot of these events have dropped off. Jacksonville still has a big commitment to this, and the timing just seemed to work perfectly. We were looking to restart this. The St. Johns River Keepers, who is a charitable organization, we're looking at doing an event in Seminole County. We got together. They're involved in this. They've been a huge help. They're working with a partner for the T-shirts and everything we're giving out. So just the timing and everything, and the fact that Earth Day fell on a Saturday, it just seemed too perfect.
Right. And so, just tell us a little bit more about the St. Johns River Keeper. This is a nonprofit organization, yeah?
And their goal is primarily what we're doing this weekend is to keep the river clean, keep it safe, encourage the wildlife and everything else. The group of volunteers who arrange events and get out there and do this on their own time.
Yeah.
So it was almost a perfect collaboration. They had the people, the enthusiasm, and then we obviously at Solid Waste, we have the access to the dumpsters and the disposal and everything else. So.
And Sanford's got the lakefront.
Exactly.
Right? We've got the RiverWalk too. So it does make for a perfect opportunity. And so I guess there's a local chapter of the St. Johns River Keeper, right? Because you said that, St. Johns River, it goes for over 300 miles. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. They're working here locally, and we're working with our local partners, but I think they have people all up and down the St. Johns doing other events. So.
Yeah. So what kind of clothing and attire do you recommend people wear?
Primarily, make sure you're wearing closed-toe shoes. If you have work gloves, it's not necessary, but I would recommend maybe pants, just to make sure you're not exposing yourself if you're walking through any brush or anything.
Okay.
So just prepare. There is some scrub and everything. Just be prepared like you were doing household yard work.
Okay.
And we do, if you have, if you want to bring a 5-gallon bucket, if you have your own litter picker, please do bring it. We will have those available. We will have bags and pickers available, but we may not have enough for everyone. So what we'll distribute what we have, and then if you have your own, please bring it along.
Okay, great. And then there's mentioned something about a liability form. Is that something that is available when you register online?
Yes, when they registered on the Eventbrite, it would have given them access to the liability form. Don't worry if you, for whatever reason, you missed it or whatever. We will have some available when you come in and check in on the morning of.
Okay, great. And the contact I see here is Elizabeth Stevens. Is that right?
Yes, she's a superstar. She runs she does a lot of work for the SERVE program, which is a volunteer program within the county. So we didn't want to reinvent the wheel. So Elizabeth's been helping us out with the liability form, setting up the tickets and everything. So yeah, she's been great at making this come through.
Okay.
So.
Now, is this, everybody's going to get a T-shirt that's signed up when they register, but is this going to be the flyer that we see? Is that the T-shirt too?
Yes, we have a fantastic T-shirt design. It's kind of a sun with some animals on it.
Yeah.
That's going to be the focus of our T-shirt. And I know I got a lot of volunteer T-shirts, and I love them.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of help from Allie Linville and her team with the design in the county.
Yeah.
Coming up with this beautiful design, and I think people are going to be very excited when they see the T-shirts they're going to get. So.
Love it. Yeah, it's really great. And so I know this is an audio file, but you're listening to, but you can see the flyer, I'm sure. Where on the Facebook
if you go to the Eventbrite page, it'll be front and center.
Yeah, it's really
a lot
pretty.
of people, if you're on Nextdoor and other things, you probably would have seen it already because it stands out. It's bright, it's cheery.
Yeah.
And this is that's what the river's about: being out with the nature, the beautiful clear skies, the sunshine, and I think that's reflected in a T-shirt design. So.
Oh, sure. Wonderful. And so, yeah, like you said, it's a beautiful, I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful morning. And
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
6 months without rain, and we're getting close, and we've had some rain, so, hopefully it will be a beautiful day.
It's a wonderful opportunity. I know this has been out for promoting for probably over a month now, I would think,
yes,
right?
And we had fantastic uptake.
Yeah.
So we went out, and I think the Sanford pedestrian slots were out within about 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, we put out one post, and we almost filled all our slots almost immediately. So
yeah.
we were pleasantly surprised at how quickly those slots filled. So
yeah, and it goes to show you there are people out there that care about the environment and our waterfront. It's beautiful, and the city spent millions of dollars, and the partners, and the penny sales tax for this Riverwalk, and you want to have your waterfront. You don't want to have floating plastic bottles in your waterfront when you're walking. It just is. It's just so sad. So, this is a great way to help those.
Yeah, exactly. We have, as you said, Seminole County on the whole, but the city of Sanford in particular has such an amazing waterfront, for people to go out and do activities and boat and everything else. But it just takes a few bits of trash here and there to kind of spoil that. It just takes away from the fantastic environment.
Yeah, and it's truly, we've become a destination city, and the Lake Monroe St. Johns River is part of what people come to Sanford for. And if they drive to downtown and then they take a left and they see the beautiful Riverwalk, and the waterfront, what an amazing bonus that is. So
most definitely. As you said, I'm a resident of Sanford. I was actually out on the Riverwalk last night, and it's amazing to see the change. You see so many people out jogging with their kids, walking their dogs, rollerblading. It's a truly wonderful spot to get out.
It is. And even in our logo, we have that wave element design because it's, part of our brand is that riverfront. So this is something super that celebrating Earth Day with Seminole County, our partners here. It's Saturday, April 22nd between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Register for those open spots and still up until the day?
Yep,
Can you
if
do
you
that?
can find a spot,
Yeah, take it.
get registered. And as I said, if not, then please get out there. If you just walk around your block, walk down your street, grab a few bits of trash, it all makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and Oliver just met with our solid waste director, Emily McCabe, and so that was great because the city we have our own solid waste manager, and so the two of you were able to say hello to one another this morning here, so that's great, and
Yep.
we appreciate
Great
you.
to put faces to names.
Yeah, exactly. So thanks for coming down to City Hall, and Oliver, and thanks for Seminole County and their partnership with the city of Sanford and the St. John's River Keeper. I love their logo with the little bird. That must be, I don't know, there's an animal or a bird that nests on the Riverwalk.
Yeah, I think that logo is a kingfisher. Which,
I think that's
perfect,
what it is.
Perfect river creature.
Yeah, because a lot of wildlife call that in birds too, not just seabirds, but they come to this, they migrate to the waterfront, and that's
it. So many animals call the river home.
Yes.
And we're lucky enough here that just walking down the river, you can see manatees, herons, all sorts of beautiful creatures.
Yeah, so that's really adds to this lovely city of Sanford. Any last words, Oliver?
As I said, I implore you, if you can, get out there, do some trash removal. It all makes a difference, even if it's just on your street. A lot of that in storm events gets washed into the drains, and unfortunately a lot of that will end up in the river. So, and anything you can do will make a huge difference. So.
Yes, and there you heard it straight from Oliver Bond, the Solid Waste Division Manager for the for Seminole County. Yes, so do what you can on Earth Day, and not only on Earth Day, but every day of
Most
the
definitely.
year, Thank you for being on the show and for coming down. This is Lisa Holder, Chief Communications and Cultural Affairs Administrator for the City of Sanford. You're listening to Sanford Says. You can subscribe to this podcast where you get your favorite podcasts and on the city website at sanfordfl.gov. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you out there on Saturday, April 22nd if you registered. Take care. Until next time. Bye now.